We are James and Jennifer Boyd, owners of a tile and remodel company, as well as a home decor and gift boutique in North Carolina. Join us as we share home design and decor tips, as well as how-to tutorials as we work through some of our own projects at home. Hey, happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Happy warm Tuesday in North Carolina.
Wow. Yeah. It was 81 here today, I think?
Yes, it was beautiful. Hence, no sleeves.
Hence, no sleeves?
Yes, no sleeves and sandals on the feet. Yes. So it's that time of year when, actually, I love this time of year. It's right before all the bugs come out, and it's right before it gets super steamy hot. It's just perfect. Unfortunately, it's a work day, and I didn't get to be outside at all, but, you know, I enjoyed it out the window. We've got my sister visiting right now, and she got to spend the entire day out in the sunshine.
And you got just a little bit of sunburn.
Yes, she
Hello,
has.
Mr. Peasy.
She's sun-kissed. Hello, how are ya? Great to have you with us tonight. All right, so last week we chatted a bit about James's favorite things. And this week, we're going to talk about a few of my favorite things, but I got to tell you, it was really hard to come up with a list. When James and I go to market, I think through what to bring in so carefully. I look at things and in different perspectives, not so much of just what I like, but would the community like this? Do I like this? Would I spend that much on it? Would the community spend that much? Yeah, there's a lot of things rolling through my head when I make selections of things. And so I really, really like everything that we bring in. So to come up with a list of favorites is really, really hard for me. And it changes a lot. Like if we would have done this list tomorrow, it's already changed today because we got some new stuff.
Well, we got a lot of new stuff today, didn't we?
We did. So a little surprise, next week will be quite a bit of the new stuff that we
yeah, it all
brought
came in today. I mean,
so,
most of it's not even unboxed yet.
No. So we had some stuff come in yesterday, and I just got all of that unboxed. I haven't even received it all, and I got another truck later today. So lots of new. Excited to share with you. But while you're watching tonight, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe and shoot us a comment. Comment throughout the show. Let us know if there's something that you see that you like too, why you like it. If there's something behind me that you like, comment about that stuff too. We like to hear from you. All right, let's get into my very first share of one of my favorite things.
Hello, can you see me? How about now? Or now? I love this piece. I think it's so cool. It works as a unique shelf that can be put against a wall and just decorate one side of it, or it can function as a room divider as well, and you can display all of your favorite things on both sides if you want to. If you're using it as a room divider, it doesn't create a complete barrier. When you're looking into a room and you have a solid wall, your eye stops there. Even if it's a partial wall that's only a few feet wide, your eye stops at that point and it makes the room look like it stops there. With a divider like this, your eye travels through and beyond. So even though you're separating spaces, we're separating a vignette of kind of a living room space from kind of a dining room space. So if you've got this open concept going on in your home and you still want a little separation, you can utilize something like this that allows your eye to travel through so it's not making the room look smaller, you're just visually separating spaces. It's made of wood and metal, so it has 4 wooden shelves that are in a nice dark finish, and then the framework is done in a black metal. I just think the design is really cool, the way the shelves just kind of slide and travel through. They are not adjustable, they only fit in the slats that they're in because of the width of the board. It appears that you could make it work through other boards, but actually that answer is no, because we have tried this and it doesn't work. It is a nice weighty piece, not weighty visually, it's very light visually, but in girth, in heaviness. It's a sturdy piece that can't be toppled over easily. You can accidentally bump into it. If you really knock into it, it's going to give it a little wobble, but you're not going to have the whole thing crashing down on you. This piece is $1,695. It is 18 inches deep, which is nice. That's a nice depth because it allows you to put some nice display pieces on there, which, by the way, you could easily completely transform a room by what's on it. So something that is very versatile. 18 inches deep, it's 60 inches long, and it's 79 inches tall. I think of that song, Deep and Wide. A great versatile piece, and that's why it's one of my favorites.
So James has been investigating because there was a car door outside.
Somebody pulled up and parked in our parking lot, and they just left their car there. There's nobody in it. It's weird.
You weird.
So yeah, you leave it 24 hours. I own it.
So, hi, Bestie, and hi, Maria. Thank you for the Easter wishes.
Hey, George.
We appreciate that. And hi, George. We missed you last week. I'm glad you're with us this week. So, isn't this a great piece? I really, really like the versatility of this.
Yes.
I like the cool style of this.
I think I heard you talking about it being used as room divider in that video.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you can still see through it.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great piece. We really enjoy it here. We've had it a couple different places moving it around. Mm-hmm. We had it against the wall the first time, and then we put it as a room divider the second time. Mm-hmm. We like it both ways.
We do.
So,
So when it's up against the wall, it's a nice piece. It fills the wall nicely. But as a divider, you can style both sides of it, and it doesn't look too cluttered the way it's styled with the both sides because of the way it accordions.
Yeah.
So there's nothing on a shelf, the shelf on this side and that side.
Correct. Yeah. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. And just thank you, Maria. Yeah, it is pretty cool. So
Does Mark.
Or Mark, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I'm reading without my glasses on. You all know my pain on that. But thank you, Mark. It is really cool. It's metal and wood, and it's heavy.
It's very, very heavy piece. Mm-hmm. Actually, when it came in, I couldn't believe how heavy the box was. It took 2 of us to bring it over here.
Yes.
From the warehouse, and it's heavy.
Yes. And we've tried to...
Which is nice, so it doesn't get wobbly.
Right.
So when you stack it full of stuff, the way it zigzags back and forth gives it a lot of stability on the floor, but the weight of it actually holds it in place really well. So if somebody bumps up against it as a room divider, it's not apt to fall over.
Yes. Trish and I tried to move it without taking the shelves out.
Oh, good luck. I can't see that
Good luck
happening.
is right. No, we ended up, we're like, this is stupid. Yeah. We need to take the shelves out and move it.
We keep looking over there. We're looking at the piece. Everybody probably wonders why we keep looking,
the piece
that
is
way.
Right over there.
That.
Mm-hmm.
Looking.
Yes.
Everything's backwards.
That way.
Yes.
That way. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
So let's move on to my next favorite.
All right.
And that is this beautiful blue vase.
Oh, yeah.
It's blue.
Yep,
And
love blue.
I have this thing about blue stuff. Even
Is
though
it right
green
here?
is my favorite color. Yes, it is. So James is my Vanna.
Like my Val. Look at the colors in there.
I know, isn't it cool?
Yeah.
I love the depth of the glaze on
So
this.
it's really dark at the bottom, and then the other colors come up in the kind of the trunk of it.
Yes, that blue, the way the light hits it, it reads through the black.
Yeah.
And so that's what gives it that depth.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
And then at the top here, I don't know if you can see, it's almost got like a little bit of the brown clay pottery kind of showing through, like on a rub area, which is really cool. So sorry about that.
So yes, and you know what's in here?
What's in
Some
here?
of the new botanicals.
New botanicals.
Oh, yeah, we'll share those some more next
Oh,
week.
okay. Okay.
But this vase is $69. It definitely is a statement piece. You don't necessarily have to be a lover of blue, but if blue works in your decor, that is a great piece.
Ashlyn's not with us tonight, just so that you are wondering.
Yes.
She hasn't felt well the last couple of days, so
Yes.
she's been editing from home, and we wish her a speedy recovery, but she's
Yes.
just a little under the weather tonight. So
Yes.
that's why she's not here chiming in if you're missing her little comments.
Yes.
That's why. She might even comment from home. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
That was her plan when we spoke
Okay.
on the phone. So yes, we should be hearing from her. All right. Another great item that I love, and the reason I love it, again, because it's blue, and I love this one so much, I thought it'd be ridiculous not to share it because I have these pillows in my house.
Let's say they look familiar.
Yes.
These pillows actually came in for a client, and she loved them so much, she went ahead and ordered another set for the showroom, and then she went ahead and ordered a set for the house.
I did.
Yes.
So we have lots of these. Actually, on the floor, we have 2.
Yeah.
At the house, we have 4.
She got 4 of them.
Because, you know, sofa and love seat have to have
At $99 a piece. I thought she had lost her mind. But then I found out, you know what? $99 for pillows. What a reasonable price when we started pricing pillows. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize pillows could be $400 or $500 a piece.
Especially with this fabric.
Yeah, the fabric is really, it's deep. Like you really feel the dimension of that.
Yes, I'll bring you up close and personal. You can see the depth of that. Yes, that is fuzzy, like velvety.
Yeah.
And there's kind of a pale gray background to it. It's reading kind of white on the screen, but
yeah, I'd say like a tan gray.
Like a taupe.
Yeah.
Very light taupe. And it's welted all the way around. It has a zipper enclosure on the bottom. And this one is down filled.
Oh yeah, it's a heavy pillow.
So,
it's a nice pillow.
It is.
You know, sometimes you go to somebody's house and you got to move the pillow out of the way so you can sit down. You about throw it across the room because it weighs an ounce. This isn't that pillow.
No.
When you pick up this pillow to move it, you automatically know this is a quality pillow.
Yes.
So I really do like that feature about it. I talked about that last week's show about the drink glasses having some weight to them. There's a lot to be said about weight for a lot of different products. But, you know, when you finish a drink and the glass doesn't weigh anything, to me that just feels inexpensive, cheap. It just doesn't feel like substantial, I guess. But when you have a glass that you're drinking from and the glass itself has some weight to it, I really like the substantialness of that. Same thing with the pillow. When you got to move this out of the way so you sit on the couch or you prop it up behind your back or whatever the case is, as soon as you move it, automatically you know this is a good pillow.
Yes.
You can just feel the quality of it the second you pick it up. And from the time your fingers touch the fabric to the time you feel the weight of it, the whole way through, you know, this is a substantial pillow. This is a good quality piece.
Yes. So it sounds like it's not just one of my favorites.
It's definitely one of my favorites. Yeah. The fabric, the weight of it, the size of it, everything about it is one of my favorites. Yes. Yeah.
So
that's why I let 4 of them live in my home, rent free.
All right. You want to know what my next favorite is? It's a big item.
A metal cabinet with glass doors. I can read ahead. Next slide.
Spoiler alert.
I love this piece so much. It's so beautiful and it gets so much attention. Why did I select this as one of my favorites? It's classy style. I love the metal. I keep picking things that are metal. That's interesting. Dark and moody and metal. I love the dark metal on this, and I love how it's accentuated with that brushed brass door. I love the geometry of the doors. I just think it's an absolutely stunning piece. It's great for display because it's behind glass doors. I love things that are behind glass when you're displaying because then you don't have to dust them as often. I am a busy woman and I don't have a whole lot of time for dusting. When it comes to all these little knickknacks, just ask James, I'm not a big fan of dusting off all of those things. It has a nice magnetic enclosure. Look how nice and easy that just seals tight and opens back up. The doors have a nice weight to them. It is a metal shelf, so we've got 3 metal shelves that are 14 inches deep, so you're able to store nice big platters inside if you're using this for a dining room space, or even if you're displaying some larger pieces. You've got that nice 14-inch depth to it. It is 38 inches wide and 54 inches tall. It takes up a nice amount of space, but not overwhelmingly so. $879 full of classy style.
Back online. I can still hear the video playing in the background, but there's the delay, and I'm like, hey, we're back.
So now you see why this is a favorite of mine. It's actually quite a favorite of quite a few people
Yeah.
who come into the shop.
Yeah, that's a great looking piece.
It's so pretty. I love the way the gold accents against the black. It's very, very pretty. I guess you would call it not necessarily a black, but a charcoal gray.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
and it's
can
all
see
metal.
that in the close-up. It is all metal.
Yeah.
The magnetic enclosure, again, that nice quality enclosure. The door has a nice weight to it.
The closure or the enclosure?
The closure.
Okay.
Did I say enclosure?
Yeah, that would be
It's
the whole cabinet is an
enclosed
enclosure.
in glass and metal, but yes. The other feature that I mentioned in the video that I love so much about it is that it has the glass doors. When things are encased in glass,
Yep.
they stay cleaner.
Yes.
And I'm not a clean freak, but the dusting.
The dusting. She refuses to dust my office because, well, you saw some pictures of my office in the last episode, and I have a lot of collectibles. That's what I do. So I was actually able to pick up 4 cases with little doors on the front of them, you know, with all little shelves this weekend. And I went to a couple different swap meets this weekend. I picked up 4 of those. And so those will be in my office with the doors closed, and that'll cut down on the amount of dusting I have to do. She won't dust my office.
Nope, I will not. So yes, I dust our house. Yes, I keep up with it, but I'm not a big knick-knack person because of that. I don't like moving a bunch of stuff off to clean
There's Ashley.
and then move it all back on again.
She says, okay, let's be honest. Your office is totally worth the dusting time. It is. I don't mind being in there dusting. Actually, I got a picture of me in there dusting. I don't mind it. I enjoy it because I get to
see your stuff.
See all my stuff. Pick it up and play with it and say, what about this? Oh, yeah, I remember now. That was cool. So, yeah, but the glass enclosures are huge.
Yes.
Big improvement.
So, back to this cabinet.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons we like it. And it's also $879 for the quality of that this piece is. That's a great price.
It is.
Yes. So.
What's next?
A new item that we had received.
I noticed this one this morning. I didn't know that we had this.
Yes.
And I walked into the boutique this morning to say hello. And I happened to notice this on the back of a sofa. And I said, hey, we got a new throw. She said, well, it's been here a couple of days. We've had it. But I don't notice things, you know, so much stuff comes in so quick. James, you should move over so we can see more of Jen because she is partly behind the square picture screens. Hi, Mom. Doing my part. Keep everybody happy.
So I do need in the screen for this, James, and that's to show this throw. It's absolutely gorgeous. Spring colors, if you're looking to accessorize with some springy or summery colors, this is a great throw for that. It's a great size. I love the texture of it. It's just happy to me. That's why I like it so much.
It's a happy throw.
Yes, it's a happy throw with happy colors.
Yeah. Oh, and Mom likes the clearness of the price, the cleanness of the price and the dimensions in the bottom rectangle. There you go.
Awesome.
That is a new addition. Ashton's been working on that. Thank you. and adding the dimensions over the video, because sometimes we say them,
Yes.
people don't realize we've said them, or they ask about it, so we put it right there on the screen.
So,
Mom said much better. I think she said much better when I was over here.
by the way,
Yes.
before we shove him off to the side,
I'm going off to the side?
this is the birthday boy.
Well, not yet.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's his birthday.
Some of you will be watching this on Wednesday when it is my birthday.
Yes. So if you're watching tomorrow or even today, wish this guy a happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. He's a favorite of mine too, if you haven't noticed.
Even though my mom's got me hiding over here behind the logo.
Yeah, they are nice colors, aren't they, George?
They are.
I just think they're happy, summery, springy
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah.
And it's got a nice weave to it, not something that's going to catch
It's a really
and
nice
snag.
feel. Yeah.
Yeah, has a nice hand to it.
Yep.
All right.
What's next?
The next item is one of my absolute favorites, and it's probably one of the least expensive things that's in the shop.
Is this the
But I love it.
Is this the commercial?
Mm-hmm. And here's why.
Well, my goodness, my kitchen is a mess. Thank goodness I have wetted Swedish dishcloths. It's so easy to use. Just wet it and wipe. Stop filling your landfill with one-use paper towel. Wet It is durable and reusable. It can be used over and over again. It lasts for more than 6 months. Wet It is so absorbent, it soaks in 16 times its weight. Wipe down countertops, dishes, clean your bathroom. When your Wet It is looking a little shabby, toss it into your dishwasher and run a cycle to clean and disinfect. Or toss it into your washing machine with a little bleach when needed. Wet It Swedish dishcloths are super neat, all for the low price of $7.50. Stop by and pick up yours today.
So yes, George, you are correct. 60s commercial, retro style, because I don't know, I just had that idea and got creative and had fun. We had so much fun filming that. But I love these Wet It Swedish rags. So they're stiff, like cardboard almost, when you purchase them, and when they're dry, they're stiff like that. But when you wet them, you saw how pliable they were. You can use these things on anything.
And she does.
I do. And it works great. It works like a paper towel on steroids. You can use...
The bow is the kicker.
Thanks, George. So you can use these things to clean dishes. You can use it to clean your kitchen, your bathroom. You can use these things on anything. Throw it on the top drawer or shelf of your dishwasher and run it, and it sanitizes it. Or if you feel like it needs a little extra something, throw it in the washing machine, throw a little bleach in there, and it's fresh and good as new. They say these things can last up to 6 months. I've had mine a little longer than that. I did have one. I used to wash my face with one. I used it as my face cloth instead of a washcloth, and that worked great too. So
your vintage coffee pot and Corningware teapot were getting some love in the background.
Yes, and I'm glad you noticed that because I placed them strategically in the video.
Although the teapot sits there all the time anyway.
It does,
The
but I
coffee pot,
strategically
well,
put the coffee pot in the shop.
That was
too.
one of my latest purchases, was that electric coffee pot.
Yes.
And we've used it, and it works perfectly.
Yes. So
Mom was in town. We had coffee together.
yes. So these guys are only $7.50 and they last for 6 months. So do the math. They're so inexpensive, but so durable and so versatile. And think of all the paper towel you'd save in using these guys. I still use paper towel too, but because there's some messes that you don't want to reuse, if you know what I mean. Like, dog messes, those kinds
Troy
of
loves
things.
the commercial. Hey, can we
Okay.
post the commercial to YouTube as its own little video?
I will,
We'll
yes.
put it up there.
And I'll post it on Facebook and Instagram
Yeah.
tomorrow too. So,
In
yeah.
case you want to watch just the
Put it
video,
out
not
there.
just commercial.
Yeah, we'll put it up as a short. But I love these guys. You should have some. I'm telling you, you should have some of these. All right. Well, the past couple of weeks, we've skipped life moments, but this week we've got some time, so let's do life moments with James and Jen.
I keep doing that. I'm like,
I know.
okay, people are saying run the commercial again. If you stay at the end of the show, we'll run it.
I'll run it again.
We'll go back up and run it one more time.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I promise. I'll run it again.
Yeah.
So, all right. James.
Yes.
You've been on some Indiana adventures without me.
I have 2 of them.
Mhm.
Over the last 2 weeks, I've been to Indiana 2 weeks ago and then this weekend.
Yes.
I was up there, and it was primarily for tile. I was picking up, I had 10,000 pounds of tile to pick up, so I broke it into 2 trips to keep it safe.
Yes.
But I was able to do other things, while I was there. So this last weekend, I just had a jam-packed weekend. We're actually going to put up.
That's what I'm going to talk to you about.
Okay.
So I've got a little teaser,
I
very small teaser.
I taped everything. I felt like a fool in every restaurant I went in. Here's what I'm eating. But I made it fun. I think you'll like it.
Here's a teaser of James's trip.
Well, good morning, guys. It's 10:42 on a Thursday morning. I am on my way to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Gonna meet with my sister, my brother-in-law, my niece, and my nephew. Hang out, ride some rides with them at the park. Have some lunch, jump on the road, and I'm heading towards Indiana. Getting there tomorrow about lunchtime. I've got about 5,000 pounds of tile to put in the trailer behind me and get back home on Sunday. So, busy week. Tell me how gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh. Well, not me, but, the scenery, the background. In the mountains, we're doing great. I guess somebody loves the scenery. Well, congrats, Chris and Carrie. Oh, I think that was the end of the ride. Oh, wait, I know them. Woo! Yeah, this is just fantastic. I can't wait to get back to the Carolinas. Snow. This is only half an inch. Won't be so bad. Just gotta watch out. It's a little slippery on top, so I'll see you guys back in the Carolinas. All right, so here we are. We're up in Indiana. There's a 23% chance of snow today, even though it's 100% snowing. So we'll see how much sticks. This could be an interesting ride home tomorrow. A lot of those videos were from 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
And this week I made, I think it'll be a lot of fun. You're going to put the video together.
I am.
And it'll be a lot of fun.
He did a lot of cool stuff on this one that I think you're really going to enjoy. So.
And I was kind of hamming it up for the camera. So that will be up in a few days. Whenever you get a chance to edit it together, we'll let you know when it's up.
Probably either late weekend or early next week.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to getting this one out.
I think this one will be a lot of
fun.
I did.
Yes.
Had a lot of fun. I went to 2 different swap meets. I went to antique malls. I went to, I just did all kinds of fun stuff.
Yes.
Cool restaurants. A lot of fun with friends. I got to take your sister out for dinner, and my niece out for dinner. And on this past weekend, 2 weeks ago, I got to take your other sister out for dinner. I got to take her out. She took me out for dinner. Yes. Good gracious! I take these girls out for dinner, and they get the ticket from the waitress before I get a chance to, and they're buying me dinner. I'm like, nah. I invited you out. Insist on buying
It's
me
the way
dinner.
my family rolls.
Yeah.
We like to steal the ticket.
So yeah, but it was a
All
lot of fun.
right. So let's get back to my favorite things. This is actually something that I brought in for Man's World, but I really like it. It's the backpack. And this is my favorite one because this is actually my favorite color.
And that one is a good size for you.
It is. Yes, army green is my absolute favorite color.
Yep.
And I know it's not a sexy color, but
it's your favorite.
That's my favorite. So I love the size of this. It has a zipper enclosure on the top. Right now it's full of some paper and stuff so that the bag doesn't look empty, but it's got pockets on the inside, which are kind of hard to see. There's 2 pockets on the inside. Have you ever even seen this yet?
No, I don't think I've ever seen this one yet.
I'm gonna take that stuff
Is this
out.
brand new? Fairly
well,
new?
We've had it for a little bit. There's a zipper. Here, let me unzip this the rest of the way so it's not so cumbersome.
Steph, I mean, you guys probably think I know everything that's in the boutique. I do not.
He doesn't. There's a zipper on the inside. So like your wallet or billfold, something like that. It has pockets here. So like sunglasses,
like a spare battery for your phone, one of those fast chargers or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
flashlight for getting underneath cars and inspecting them at auctions.
Right. And another cool feature, this is also a zipper.
Oh, nice. Right up the front.
Yeah,
okay.
right up the front. Oops, I just closed it. So that opens up as well.
Nice.
So you can store something there, like your snacks and stuff.
Or cell phone or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Easy access. And I think the back is super cool. So this is cool. I'm not sure why it has this feature, but you can zip this up.
Oh, yeah.
Adjustable straps. And
if you wanted to wear it over one shoulder, you could
you could zip it so it's not so loose, but
that's nice. I like that.
Yep.
That's a good looking backpack.
Short, but yeah.
Excellent, very nice.
Yes. So it is one of my favorites.
I like the little hook too.
Yes.
Because my mom thinks it's an important feature when you have a bathroom in a public area that you put a hook on the back of the door. And I agree with her. So when you go in, the ladies have a place to hang up their purse or put up their coat. They don't have to sit on the dirty floor.
Yes.
So I agree. So when we built the boutique here, we added a hook to the back of the door for my mom.
So I just think it's nicely done. I like how it's trimmed. It has that welt of that's faux leather on that. And then it's got that faux leather bottom.
The bottom, where it's like a wear area. Yeah. That's really nice.
So
I like that.
Really
First time
sharp.
I'm seeing that.
One of my favorites.
Excellent.
So, okay. Want to know what else is my favorite?
Yeah, tell me.
This.
Oh, the bedding. Oh my gosh.
Let's take a trip back in time. Back to the year 2018. Back in 2018 is when the boutique began. And James and I were hitting market completely blind and not really knowing what we were doing. While we were walking through Market Square in High Point, we came across this bedding company, Amity Home. And while we were walking through, I'm looking at this and thinking, oh my gosh, this is so me for a bunch of reasons. One, it's gorgeous. 2, it's priced really well. And 3, it's super flexible because they have so many fabrics and finishes to select from. Need a duvet? No problem.
Isn't that so beautiful? I love this bedding. And scrolling into the screen over here is a bunch of beds made up with the Amity Home bedding. Some of them are client beds, some of them are showroom beds. But they have all kinds of, I've got all kinds of quilt rings, duvets. Here, I brought a duvet ring over as well. That, oops, helps if I hold it the right way. So a bunch of duvet fabrics to look through as well. Sheets. Really, really pretty stuff and very different stuff that you don't see every day. And I guess that's why I liked it so much. I love the textures of their fabrics. I love the the diverse fabrics that they have. They're so unique. It's not, when you see bedding, you kind of see the same thing repeated over and over. And this is something that was very different and very fresh. And I appreciated that. The quality of it is fantastic. Absolutely beautiful pieces. We have a bed made up at my dad's with some Amity home bedding, and it's just luxurious looking and feeling, but it's priced really well. So you're able to pick from the fabric swatches. If you need a little inspiration, we do have their catalog that's beautifully illustrated with a bed made up and the different pieces that are on that bed. So inspiration for that. Look at how nicely they do these beds up. They're just gorgeous. That's actually similar to one that I saw in the at market. But great pieces. They also have a line of decorative pillows, draperies, so pre-made draperies, so you can't custom size them, but they have those as well. Bed skirts, other accent throws that are worth taking a look at, but just all kinds of neat bolster pillows. There's some of their curtain panels. So definitely want to take a peek at this if you're interested in some bedding. If you're in need of bedding, Amity is one to take a peek at while you're here. I wanted to point this one out because it is a favorite of mine, and I think it gets passed by often because we've got the display of the rings of fabrics of the bedding hanging up in the showroom. And I think a lot of times people just kind of pass by it, don't notice it, or just pass by it not really understanding what it is. So that is rings of fabrics for custom bedding. They have various sizes to choose from, even a Cal King. So I know Cal King is sometimes difficult to find. They do have that available as well. So this next item is a favorite, and I actually have my mother-in-law to thank for this favorite. We were at her house, oh gosh, this was pre-COVID, and she had this book on her cocktail table, and it is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. This is a beautiful story, beautifully illustrated. Each page is just a piece of art. So nicely done. Oops. And it's a great story as well. So it's not just beautiful, it's a great story. And I took a few notes to help me remember what I wanted to say on this one. So it is a story about relationships, fears.
Mom's watching. She says, "Thank you.
Hopes.
Great story."
It is. Relationships, fears, hopes, courage, and kindness. This book was actually done as a short film as well. And that short film in 2022 won the British Academy Film Award, and it also won the Academy Award for short films, and it won several Annie Awards. So if that doesn't tell you enough about it to want to grab it for your young ones or even yourself, I just think it's a beautiful story, a beautiful book, and beautifully done. The book is $32.99, and it's not one that you would sit down and read to a child in its entirety because it is a longer book. However, there aren't very many words on each page, so it is a fast read, but maybe not one that would young child would want to sit through for a long period of time.
Mom says our senior would love it as well.
Yes, I agree. I love it. And I just think it's a beautiful story. So this right now is one of my favorite books. We have another favorite book of mine, and it happens to be a cookbook, and I wanted to show it on the show tonight, but I didn't because I needed to stick to one. So this is my favorite storybook that we have in the shop right now. My last item to share that is my favorite are the Bridgewater candles. Bridgewater is my favorite scented candle. I love the scents that they have. I love the quality of the candle because it lasts for so long. Burn time, they say on this one, is up to 145 hours. So fun fact, I was burning a sample candle of one of these in the shop every day for a month, and I still had the candle. So they last a long time. I know I've gifted this to family members before, and they've just left them with the lid off in their room before they started burning it because the scent of it was just fresh and clean in the air. It's not an overwhelming scent. I don't pick up any that have a perfumey smell because those tend to give me a headache, even having them in the shop. But just fresh, clean, light scents. Sweet Grace is a shop favorite. However, that's not my favorite. My favorite is Afternoon Retreat. Afternoon Retreat has, I don't know, it's almost like a manly smell. I mean, I'd be okay if this were a bar of soap and James washed in it. I'd be okay with him smelling like this. But I just think it's, I don't know how to describe this scent. How would you describe Afternoon Retreat?
I don't know. I'm not good at describing smells.
Okay. Well, I
Smells
guess you
like
just
what it is.
you just have to smell it for yourself.
Yeah, come on in.
But I also
Free sniffs all the way through Sunday.
Free sniffs. They're $35. Again, they last for a very long time. When you're burning them, after you burn them, or before you burn the next time, snip the wick. It'll make your candle last longer and it will burn
I'm
better.
saying like you said, sniff the wick.
Snip. Snip, snip. Snip the wick before you burn again. Trim the wick, keep it short, and your candle will last longer. That's a little tip. I also love this candle because of its purpose. Bridgewater has paired with Rice Bowls. Rice Bowls is an organization that provides meals to hungry children, to children in need. They provide 3 meals to a child per day. And so they're feeding hungry children around the world, not just in certain locations, but around the world. And on the hang tag, they have a photograph of one of the children that receives from Rice Bowls. And this one is from Anusha, and I'm probably pronouncing her name incorrectly, and I apologize. She is from India. She's 10 years old. Anusha enjoys playing badminton and wants to be a nurse. So they have little facts so you know where those proceeds are going. And they have provided millions of meals for children. I love that. I also love that the jar, once you've burnt the candle, you can clean it up and reuse this. It does have that sealed lid, so they're great for storing things in the kitchen or in the bathroom. It has multiple uses to it, so you can upcycle what you've used from your candle to a nice little glass container. Now, by customer request, they have taken the logo off of the glass container. So now, once that candle's burnt and it's all gone, you just have the wooden lid and the glass jar to reuse for later. So, for today, that is my list of favorite things.
That's a pretty good list.
Thank you. I wanted to keep it versatile, kind of a smattering of little bits from all around the shop, not just furniture pieces this time. And like I said, my favorite changes a lot. And it changed again today because we got some things in that I really, really, really like, which I will share next week. So remember, if you're watching, remember to subscribe, to like, and to shoot comments of all the different things that you see or things that you would like to see. Let us know.
Even if you're not watching live, some people aren't watching live. They'll watch this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
It's funny, we put the video out on a Tuesday night. Most of our viewership comes in by the weekend.
Yes.
So if you're not watching live, you can still ask questions.
You can still ask questions,
and
yes.
we still get them.
We'll
get them live when you ask them.
Yes.
So don't be scared to ask a question if
Even
you're watching this
live.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If you're watching 6 months from now, if you got a question about a product, answer it.
Yes.
And there's at least 2 or 3 of us that get them on our phone, and one of us is going to get back to you.
Right. So yes, don't feel like you can only comment during the live. You can comment throughout the week on the playback. We're happy that you do that.
And some people do, and that's how I know it works.
Yes. So to close out the show, by popular request, we will play back your commercial for the Wet It dish rag.
Well, my goodness, my kitchen is a mess. Thank goodness I have Wet It Swedish dishcloths. It's so easy to use. Just wet it and wipe. Stop filling your landfill with one-use paper towel. Wet It is durable and reusable. It can be used over and over again. It lasts for more than 6 months. Wet It is so absorbent, it soaks in 16 times its weight. Wipe down countertops, dishes, clean your bathroom. When your Wet It is looking a little shabby, toss it into your dishwasher and run a cycle to clean and disinfect. Or toss it into your washing machine with a little bleach when needed. Wet It Swedish dishcloths are super neat, all for the low, low price of $7.50. Stop by